Hello, good evening, all my dear friends and parents. Welcome to another episode of Web Talk Show. I'm Purva Kakre, your host for this show. This is our 29th episode. So today we are back with an yet another interesting topic about how to take care after post delivery or after your delivery. So, um, so let me tell you about myself. I am Purva. I'm a skill educator, a socialite, event organizer, entrepreneur, and the founder of Teachers and Training Networking Community. I also run a community of Indian Women Networking. It is the group for empowering the homemakers, the home managers, and the professionals. So, this web talk show is a platform where we call guest speakers from all walks of life, where they share their experiences, their advices, their professional advices, their inspiring stories, and many more. So, if you want to be a part of this show, do connect with us and we will connect with our audience. So, let's begin our show. So, today's uh, our guest is very special. She is a Kanga trainer. So let me welcome her. Yeah, hi Pooja. Purva
Hi,
here.
Purva. Wow, this is your 29th live streaming. That's fabulous.
Thank you so much. So let me introduce to you all. She is an amazing personality, a mom, and she is a well-known blogger, influencer, and a Kanga trainer, right?
Yes, thank you.
And one more, I just want to add that she is the country leader for Kanga Training India. This is the international postnatal workout program designed for moms, right?
Yes,
She has
yes.
been crowned as Mrs. India and Mrs. Asia International. Wow, congratulations. This is
Thank
amazing.
you.
So today we are talking about what is this Kanga training and how the moms can take care of themselves after their pregnancy.
Right.
So can a mom start working as a post birthing? Like you just guide us about this?
Yes, sure. So that's a very common question that everyone has, like, as in when can we start workout? Because of course our body is still recovering, and of course there are two types of birthing that we always talk about. A is, of course, the vaginal birthing, which is termed as normal birthing, and the other one is C-section, which is a cesarean. And of course, both have their own difficulties. Both require a lot of strength from the body of the female, and both have their complications also in terms of how you need to take care post you have your baby delivered. So, of course, in the normal delivery, as the doctors also suggest and say that the delivery process or the recovery process is little faster as compared to a C-section because there are stitches involved. It's a proper operation, a cesarean operation. So we
Cesarean.
have benchmarked in Kanga training across the world that if it's a normal delivery, which is a vaginal birthing, then a mother has to wait for 6 weeks to start her postnatal workout, which is around 40 days. So if you know, in our culture also, a mother is asked to,
We take 40
rest
days
for
ka rest.
40 days. Yeah. So that's a time for her body to recover. So it doesn't mean that 40 days be on the bed. Of course, you're feeding and you're not getting proper sleep. You're getting used to the whole motherhood. But that time also, the first for 40 days also, move around, do small things, walk around the house. If possible, go down on the building and just take a round there. Small, small things, you should start moving your body. Don't know, after pregnancy or after having your birthing process, don't just sit, start moving around even for C-section. Okay, once your doctor has given go ahead that your stitches are healed, you should start moving around. Small simple exercises you should start with, breathing exercises, back exercises, because your back has taken a lot of weight while you're pregnant because your tummy was growing and the whole weight was coming on your back. So do small strengthening exercises or stretches to begin with for your body. So yes, see, if it's a normal birthing, then we say 6 weeks. If it's a C-section, then we say 12 weeks, which is 3 months. Because in 3 months,
Okay.
the body is completely recovered and out of, the stitches are healed and she's completely fine to do the workout. Now we also say that the workout has to be moderated and it can't be like, the way you do it generally, like in a gym and all, because your body still is recovering internally. Though outer way it's healed, the stitches are healed, but there are a lot of organs while while you were birthing or while the belly was growing, they were shifted. The pelvic floor took a lot of pressure. So we say we start gradually giving the right exercise that a mother needs after she has given birth to the child.
So it is really necessary that they should go with the proper exercising with a proper trainer. So rather than starting on their own, doing some kind of exercise, so it may cause some kind of a trouble or a back pain or something. So they should
Yes.
go with the proper training, right?
Right. Right.
So, like recovery after post birth and C-section, and what is like how they can start? Like, what do you suggest for them?
Okay, so basically, if even if you can't join a class like a Kanga training, you can always start with walks. As I said, yoga is the safest form. I'll again emphasize on yoga if you're not able to, locate a Kanga trainer and do that, because Kanga training is, designed by a gynec and anatomist and a mother who really understand a female body. So they have designed this workout only suitable for mothers. It is not suitable as in anyone else can do it, but it is meant only for mothers. So that's a very special workout. So of course, but if you
Oh,
can't do that, start with your regular walks. No jumping, no jogging. Don't do crunches at least first year of your birthing. No sit-ups, because your abdominal muscle is still healing. You had your baby for 9 months. Okay, so the muscles which was teared apart while the baby wanted room to grow, they are not healed completely. Okay, so most of the moms who come to me and have seen this have a situation called as diastasis, which most of us aren't aware of, but it is very common. Like 70% female post delivery have diastasis, and your gynac
it
will
is
not
in
tell
a
you about
C-section or a normal
both,
delivery? What you
both,
say?
both,
Okay,
both.
both.
Just that our gynacs don't tell us until we ask them. Until we see a situation, we don't ask them and they don't tell us, because most of us don't go for our post visits to a gynac after birthing. We go to a pediatrician but avoid going to a gynac, which is not
Exactly.
good. We should go for a gynac visit post your birthing. So what happens, diastasis, because your muscles were expanded while your baby was growing. After the baby came out, the muscles still were expanded. And this midsection of your abdominal muscle, where your belly button line is there, it kind of
Exactly.
separates.
Okay.
So most of lady, okay, I'll say 70% lady, or rather 80% ladies can recover from it automatically without doing anything within first 3 to 6 months of birthing. Like you'll see
Okay.
nothing. It's all back to normal. Not I'm not saying about the paunch. A paunch can still be there. Paunch is a fat. Not necessarily that paunch has to do anything with diastasis. But diastasis is a separation or a situation where your abdominal muscles are separated, which is very common. If I have 100 moms coming to my Kanga training, I see 60 to 70% moms have it. And yes, it can be healed. There's no operation required. There's nothing required. Just right kind of a technique to heal it. Now, what can worsen it is doing wrong exercises. If we see little
Yeah.
belly, this is the first exercise that comes to your mind to lose the belly
Those
fat.
crunches.
Crunches. Crunches is the
Exactly.
first one, right? The crunches are worst enemies for new mothers.
Oh,
Because if your abdominal
because
muscle is, for example,
I
this
just
way
want to say
separated,
everyone suggested do crunches, do sit-ups, do all sort of bending exercises and just reduce your weight. Are
it
why?
will not. It will not. So you will see the belly fat is not going anywhere. It is still there. Even if you're doing 100 crunches, the belly fat is still there, because the separation which is there, diastasis, if you put pressure on any kind of separation by doing crunches, the separation will not come together. It will expand further.
Oh
So
God.
if it is this much, by you doing crunches, sit-ups, and full planks, you're just expanding it and giving your abdominal muscle wrong kind of area to grow, which will increase and look like you're still pregnant. If you look like still you're like 6 months pregnant or 5 months pregnant, because there's a separation. So this basic understanding, that's what I want to create awareness, that everyone should know that there is something called as diastasis, which is easy for you to check. You can check on yourself, you can deal with it yourself. Just that be aware that certain exercises I should not be doing for certain period of time. Once all good, you can do everything what you used to do, but avoid in the initial 6 to 1 year, avoid your jumping, any kind of jumping jacks or anything which requires you jumping, because pressure comes on your pelvic floor, which is still
Yeah.
healing. Yeah, so don't no jumping for at least a year. Running, you can do subtle running, but like jogging is fine, but not like high pace running. That's fine. You should avoid crunches, you should avoid sit-ups. Plank are very good for core strengthening and back strengthening, but again, beginners and moms should, with diastasis especially, should always do half plank, which is on the knees, instead of doing full plank, because again, same thing like crunches. Pressure on the abdominal muscle, which is not ready to do a full plank, and the muscle will expand. So yes.
That's something which I didn't knew, and I think so most of our viewers also will be like lacking of this knowledge. So my next question goes for the reason why the bulging of the tummy and your stomach comes after the delivery, yeah, post birthing. So what is the reason behind this, like, and
Yeah,
how
of course
it
it
can be
can be.
avoided?
While you're pregnant, of course, you can keep yourself fit. Like I have tried keeping myself fit, even eating right food in pregnancy. Though they say do jan ka khana hai, aisa kuch nahi. You have to eat for yourself only. Your nutrition obviously goes to the baby. More than the pregnancy, of course, you need to take as much care. But is immediately post delivery, as much care you can take then will reflect on your body. Because what happens after the birthing happens, the child comes into your life, everyone's attention is on the child, of course your attention is also on the child, and in this whole bargain the mother is ignored. She doesn't eat
And
properly. Of course she eats because she has to give milk. She doesn't eat thinking that she has to do it for her own body. She doesn't
health.
take out that half an hour to work out because she is maybe sleep deprived, maybe she has 10 other things to do. But the taking out that 30 minutes for herself immediately after birthing is also important. And that, first 6 months, जो बोलते हैं घर पे बैठ के घी खाओ, लड्डू खाओ. Yes, good nutritional food, laddus and all those arivache laddu, all dink laddu and all are very good. This is embodied in our culture for some reason. They of course give nutrition. We produce good milk because of all those nutritional food. But at the same time, don't compromise on your health. If someone is telling you, nahi baithe hi raho, yeah, lie down only, avoid such things. Now, 2 to 3 important things that you can, start doing is A, keep your posture very good. Right now, also, though I'm
Okay.
sitting on my chair, I have not done like this. I'm sitting upright and keeping my back upright because that's how I process my brain to sit always. So what
So it's
happens
like
while you
keeping
feed
a
also
correct posture is
yes, because
important.
if you talk to 10 moms, you will hear at least 5 to 6 moms saying knee pain hai or back pain hai. Everyone will complain about knee pain and back pain.
Yeah,
A, of course,
I
because
do
of the
hear.
feeding, the way we feed our child, we always, hunch like this. While we're changing their diaper, we don't sit or we are not standing properly. We bend forward and do it. The small things like this will add on to the back pressure that you already had during your pregnancy. Because while your tummy was growing, the whole load was coming on your back. So, after birthing, you need to take care that you support your back well. Always sit in an upright position. Whenever you bend forward, don't bend forward like this. Sit and lift the things how you were doing in your pregnancy. You were not bending forward
Okay.
in your pregnancy. So go
So
back to those days.
after like post pregnancy also they have to take the same care what they were taking, like bending and doing a correct position,
Yes,
all
so
these
because
things
your
to be
back
done proper
is
way.
right now should be recovering and not and shouldn't be getting more stress. Like I have mothers who have 7, 8 years old kids and they still have the back issues since the birthing. So it's been 7 years that have back pain, and there's certain exercises like squats they are not able to do because that will put pressure on their back. So I don't recommend them squats and lunges to moms who have knee pain and back pain. So, it's not just about today that you need to feel fit. We have like another 30, 40, 50 years to go ahead of us. And especially when we hit the menopause age, when we reach 45, 50, we need to still be fitter. Our pelvic still needs to be healthier. And so that is one thing I'll always say, keep your posture good. Second thing I'll say, this problem of, I'm talking openly because this is us females and we all go through this. We have this, sometimes we have this leakage of urine when we laugh loudly or we sneeze or we
Sneeze,
cough or
coughing.
we jump. Yeah, which is very common, especially after birthing because our pelvic is weak. So if you remember, go back to your pregnancy days, your gynac kept on telling, do Kegels, do Kegels, do Kegels. We understood probably Kegels, but didn't take it so seriously. But post delivery, it is more important that you take care of your pelvic floor. So basically, our three holes or three organs that we as females have, which are most important to us. Not again just for today, but for going ahead life also. We need to take care of our pelvic floor. So that also we take care in Kanga training. We focus a lot on pelvic floor health, fitness and health and recovery also. Most of the female already have this issue of urine liquefaction and the organs coming down. That also is one of the reason for bulging tummy, because your organs were shifted down while you were birthing or while the baby was growing. The pelvic organs were pushed down, the kidney went here, everything were pushed down for the baby to grow in. And because of that, when the baby got delivered, the organs never recovered to its original position, making a room here and depositing the fat or making that vacuum there. So that can be one of the reason bulging tummy. Diastasis is one of the reason for bulging tummy. Your wrong posture is one of the reason for bulging tummy. And of course, not taking care of yourself overall is the reason for your bulging tummy, which can gradually come down and can be healed.
So, if the person is facing this bulging tummy or after this her birth and all,
Yeah.
so they can recover by doing some particular exercises, and they
Yes,
can get back to their shape or something.
yes,
That's
yes.
wonderful. So, few tips how to reduce this. Oh God, bulging belly. It's like
Yes,
everyone is
it's a
facing
big
the
concern
same.
for all of us. All the mothers who call me, they're like, बहुत पेट आ गया है, मैं अभी भी pregnant लगती हूँ. This is the common thing that all the mothers tell
So
me.
this is the answer to all the moms who are just like keeping in mind कि अभी
Yeah,
what
no
to do.
matter how old your kid is, if you have a concern of weight loss or belly fat, this exercises or Kanga training is meant for you. If you're a mother, this exercises and Kanga training is meant for you. So certain things, I'll tell you 2 3 simple things. As I said, in the first year, avoid those exercises which I've already mentioned. Okay. Second, very 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 important that you start core strengthening exercises. When I say core, it does not mean crunches, it does not mean sit-ups, it does not mean reverse crunches. It means inner core. ये जो abdominal muscle है, इसके अंदर का जो inner core है, we need to make that strong. We all have 6 packs, right? Just that we have not developed it. We all can have it if we want it, but
Wow.
just that we have
And
not
so
developed
I
it.
just came to do it.
Yes, we all have it down here. Just that we haven't developed it. So yes, we can work on it, but develop first the core. If your core is stronger, you will be able to do 10 million things then. Okay, your back will never hurt if your core is strong. You will be able to lift everything. You will be able to sustain a long hour of work, long hour of workout, everything if your core is strong. So this means you have to work on your inner belly, not the outer belly, which is sabko dikhta hai, the inner core that you have to work. And if that is work, of course, this will flatten. If you worked on your inner muscles, this will flatten. So they're simple things. If you're a beginner, always start with a half plank, which is on the knees. So instead of doing a
Okay.
complete plank, keep your knees down and do the same plank. Okay. Again, very effective. Same way, it will give you results as a full plank, but it helps the beginner because for a beginner, our core and our back is not ready to take a full plank. If you have not done plank before, or if you're a new mom, you need to start always with a half plank and then gradually move on to full plank whenever you're ready. If you have no diastasis, then go for a full plank gradually. And then from 30 seconds, go on to 1 minute and just keep doing that. Planks is super, super for core strengthening. Second, of course, I'll say Surya Namaskar is a total body workout. It does not work on your core, just it works on your head to toe everywhere. So though
Okay.
Kanga training I've learned from Australia, Vienna, it is developed, is the founder is there. They have used a lot of yoga poses. We have a bridge position in Kanga training, but which is called as pelvic swing because we use our pelvic in the bridge position. We have Surya Namaskar, they call it sun salutation. But yes, we have Surya Namaskar in Kanga training also. So a lot of good exercises that we have in existence, we have to utilize those. So that's second Surya Namaskar after plank. Third, I will suggest something for your lower body, which will use strengthen your legs because after your core and back, the major muscle in your body are your legs. Mass wise, they are the biggest. Okay, so you need to work and take care of your leg muscles also. So, and if you can't take out time, I always tell my moms this simple, simple trick to do that you use your restroom to pee and shit at least 7 times in a day minimum to pee 7 times. Okay. So every time that you hit the restroom, do 5 to 6 squats there before doing your business. Just do 5 to 6 squats there and done. 5 into 6, you already done 30 squats in a day. So you don't
Oh,
have to
that's
separately
wonderful.
take out time. Yeah, I tell everyone that सब बोलते काम पे जाना, I don't get time. I said work में office में you go to your
Obviously, you
washroom,
must be
right?
using the washroom. So go at least do 6 over there. That's done. Whole
Yeah,
day ka
done.
30
You don't
is
have to
done.
separately do it. It will work on your core, it will work on your back, it will superbly tone your legs, thighs. So it is very good to do. So yeah, these are the three things, simple tips that I'll give them to do. And of
So
course,
that's
dance.
amazing.
Dance is the best cardio. If you have a small kid, hold them and dance, or baby wear and dance, or they're a little older, just play loud music and the whole family dances. Dance is the best cardio. It will get your heartbeat faster, blood circulation will happen, and you will feel happy.
Yes, this is the amazing thing. And if the baby is there, just wear that baby wear, and the child is happy, the mom is happy. Everything is
My
done.
son is 3.4. I still wear him. It's called now toddler wearing, and I love it. And he also loves it.
So, any message would you like to give for our new moms? Just last one. We will be shortly closing our interview.
Yes. Yes.
So, any message would you like to share?
Yes, firstly, thank you, Purva, for giving me this platform to speak to all the moms and experts here. Secondly, a belated happy Mother's Day to all the new moms, especially. I'm sure this is the first Mother's Day for you all and every other mother. Happy Mother's Day. Small
Thank you.
message that
Same to you.
yeah, thank you. And I always say and believe because I have myself believed in it and worked on myself in that regard is be little selfish. It's okay to be little selfish. Doesn't mean that you prioritize yourself over your child or your family. It means taking out that half an hour or 1 hour for yourself. If you are fitter, if you are happy, then you will be able to give it to your family and your child. Okay, so it's important that do anything that you love in this 24 hours that you have in a day, at least half an hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour for yourself. It can be as simple as reading your favorite book, watching television, exercising, listening to music, anything that you love, but for yourself, not for anyone. Not it can be a playtime with your child, though I know we all love doing that, but that half an hour, 30-40 minutes should be for yourself. So if you're internally
Awesome.
happy doing that, you will be able to, reflect it on your whole family. And again, take care of your own health and fitness. Then you will be able to give fitness and health to your family. So, if you're
So, if
watching
your
what your
mind is
child eats,
healthy,
watch what you
your
also eat.
mind is healthy, then you are more fitter. I think so. Your mind is
Yes,
fresh. You are more efficient and more quicker in any of your work.
yes, absolutely, absolutely, Guru. That's correct.
So now that we have come to an end of our interview, I would love to give you a warm thanks to Pooja for being a part of our show. Pooja,
Thank you,
thank
thank
you
you.
sincerely. We enjoyed this session and thank you so much for giving your valuable time. I know your
Thanks.
classes might be starting by 5.
Next.
So thank you
Yeah.
for coming here. It was our pleasure being with you. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Same here, Purva. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this platform. I hope I've reached to some moms and they can benefit out of this. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Bye. Have a good evening. Bye.